Hi, welcome to Weekend Box Office Predictions and Movie Review. Today is April 4th, 2016. My name is Craig and I am your host. Hey, sorry the numbers are coming in so late here. They were just reported. Probably trying to get Superman, trying to get it squeaked up over the 50 million mark because, what a weekend it had again. It just really plummeted. On average, it's about 68% drop. Really took a beating for a second weekend movie overall. It was the fifth largest drop for a movie that had grossed over 100 million or more in its debut weekend. So even in China, where last weekend it was where it earned its most money overseas, it pretty much just skidded to a halt, and it really didn't make a whole lot of money at all. So it's kind of surprising to see that it's doing this a little bit, but at the same time it's not. Really though, this movie is still performing phenomenal. I mean, its overall gross now is at 683 million worldwide. So, it's probably still got a great chance of reaching $1 billion. They're going to make money off of it, so you can't complain about how it's performing. So, kind of give you a quick comparison on other movies that were in the top four that had those drops. Was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. He had over 70% drop, and then the Twilight movies after the initial two, they all saw roughly a 70% drop as well. So just kind of give you an idea of what kind of movies we're looking at. These movies are typically going to have all their fan base, or if not 80% of them, see it the first weekend. Second weekend is probably going to be a few, hey, you want to check it out, but it's just going to be 20-30% repeat business. So typical for these kind of movies. Little surprised to see this large of a drop, but at the same time, I had kind of predicted, I think, a 65% drop. So, hey, the two new movies that came out this weekend was first was God's Not Dead. I made a prediction of 12.4 million, and this movie just did not perform well this weekend. It came at 7.6 million, so not off to a good start. It performed. Did not do as well as the first movie did of God's Not Dead. And this movie even played in, I think it was 1,600 more theaters than the original. So I had a couple predictions out there of 9.5 million from Eric. Brian had made a prediction of 12.5 million. So, everybody was way over on this movie. Even the experts that I compare myself to, they were all over as well. So this movie just did not perform up to expectations. So the other new movie was Meet the Blacks, and I made a prediction of 2.45 million. This movie actually had a decent weekend of 4.1 million. It was only playing in a little over 1,000 theaters, so it actually had a decent weekend overall. So Eric had made a prediction of 1.9 million. Obviously way off there, but that's okay. Hey, thanks for giving the predictions on those. Our holdover movies, I did not give the numbers yet, but that was Batman vs. Superman. Number one again, so 2 weeks in a row. I had made a prediction of 61 million. Came in right at 51.3 million for this past weekend. So Eric had made a prediction of 60.5 million, and Brian had made a prediction of 66 million. So everybody was over on this. This movie just had the drops. We've kind of already been through that. So there may be a good chance though that it may not see quite those numbers of a percentage drop this next weekend. Kind of on past histories of the movies mentioned before. Those movies actually did okay their third weekend, but it's going to be hard to tell. Some of it may factor in on how it does during this coming week as well. So, Zootopia, great weekend for this movie once again. It had less than a 20% drop. I made a prediction of 18 million, came in at 19.3 million. So, decent guess on my part. Had a great weekend, and this movie is going to probably continue to perform well until it is finally done out of the theaters and moving on to the Blu-ray DVD realm. So next was My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I made a prediction of 9.8 million. Came in right at 10.3 million. So close prediction on my part. Brian had made a prediction of 10.7 million. So he was even closer than I was. So hey, thanks for the predictions again, and continue to give those each and every week, and I'll try to share those as often as I can. So next was Miracles from Heaven. I made a prediction of 5.8 million. This movie had a great weekend at 7.3 million. Almost performed as well as God's Not Dead 2, if not about the same. So, and this was in its, I think it was its second weekend or maybe the third. I don't recall now. But either way, though, this movie's doing very well compared to all the other movies that have come out. God Is Risen is probably the other one that has done just as well as this movie has. So. Next is Allegiant. I made a prediction of 4.5 million, and it came in at 5.8 million this past weekend. Deadpool was next at 3.6 million. I was right on there at 3.5 million. Next movie I made a prediction on was 10 Cloverfield Lane. I made a prediction of 3.3 million. This movie did very well this weekend at 4.6 million. And last was London Has Fallen. I made a prediction of 1.8 million, and it came in right at 1.9 million. So overall, though, I didn't have as good as a week as I was hoping. This week, 5th place is Box Office Profits at 78.1%. I came in 4th place this week at 79.1%. 3rd place was Box Office Showbiz Daily at 80.7%. 2nd place was Box Office Mojo at 83%. And ProBoxOffice.com had a phenomenal week at almost 90%. They were at 89.9%. Really amazing week that they had. So kudos to them. It just put me a little bit more behind them than what I intended. But hey, I want to give them the respect that they deserve. Of course, they probably have a lot more information than I have. But at the same time, I'm doing this for fun. And I enjoy doing it. So overall, for Beat the Expert, 5th place is Box Office Profits at 75.1%. 4th place is Box Office Mojo at 78.9%. Showbuzz Daily's at 80.7%. I'm in 2nd place still at 82%. And ProBoxOffice.com moved up just a little bit more at 83.1%. So I got some work to do this next week. I can catch them though. Plenty of time until the end of the year to do that. So, hey, that's it for today's show. I'll be back on Friday. Please like, share, and subscribe. Picked up another subscriber. I'm only 4 away before I reveal my nickname that I'll be using from that point on. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with everybody. So I'm excited about that. And it was just a great weekend to see what Batman vs. Superman did again. So, hey, giving you predictions that you can count on that are better than the Weatherman. Take care.